Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another CDL game. This time it is a best of three series in the Eastern quarterfinals. We've got University of Toronto Tampines versus the University of Pennsylvania Smoke and Toke. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here on Neo Dota. Got a lot of best of threes today, well, two in fact, but it's a lot of games at Dota. Of course, this one's starting at approximately roughly around 2 p.m. Eastern, and at 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll have another best of three between Western teams Cal State Sacramento and University of Texas at Austin. But for right now, we get into this game where I'm pretty excited because I've seen University of Toronto play before. They're a very strong team. And of course, I have not seen UPenn play, but I can say, pretty confidently that since they're this far into the bracket and they've 2-0'd most of their teams that they face, they're a pretty strong team. And off the bat, we're already going to see some bans here. Pretty standard, and in fact, you look at the Magnus and the Sven ban, Smoke and Toke is just like, all right, well, don't want to play against that Sven Magnus combo. It's not something we're going to have to deal with. But of course, they leave something like the Templar Assassin or the Bat Rider available. Darkseer's the ban out from UT. Of course, UPenn will have the first ban here, or first pick, excuse me. They did have the first ban, but they'll have the first pick as well. Once again, I'm Maut. Thanks for joining us here on NeoDota. If you'd like to watch, we'll have the VODs up later on at youtube.com/NeoDota2. Please follow us here. I was talking with a friend of mine, and we were talking about, why is NeoDota's website not like one of the first Google, links that when you Google NeoDota, it's not one of the first things. So we realized that we need to get NeoDota, the website, a little bit more views. So if you want to head over to neodota.com, it's a very nicely run website. We've got a ton of cool stuff over there. We have the Mad Vides, we've got Twitter feeds, stream links for all the people on NeoDota, including Draskell, myself, and Blitz, and all that other crazy stuff. So go ahead and check that out. In the meantime, I apologize if I'm like clearing my throat or if I sound a little hoarse because I'm a little sick today, as you can probably tell. That being said, Bat Rider and the Templar Assassin will be picked up for UT, so already two pretty strong pickups. The first pickup was Bounty Hunter for the side of UPenn, and they have to realize, we're dealing with right now a Bounty Hunter, a Bat Rider, Templar Assassin. We're dealing with two heroes that are very strong, and they usually counter each other, but since they're both on the same team, it's kind of questionable as to how you're going to really defend this. And you can send Templar Assassin in the mid lane, Bat Rider either can go into that jungle or into the off-lane position, I should say. He's a very strong hero in that regard. The Jakiro pickup will be right next for Smoke and Toke, and of course they have a Rubik pickup as well, so immediately getting two parts of that tri-lane done. If they want to send Rubik as a support, of course they can send him mid, but I doubt that'll happen. I always make sure that I assume tri-lanes will be the case, that's going to be the scenario, because I've seen so many games, especially even in amateur games, where there's never really any dual lanes anymore. It's all tri-lanes, and that's all it is. And it's sort of been the era of tri-lanes as of recently, ever since TI2, and even before that, honestly. Tri-lanes are to assure that you get the gold that you want for your carry, you out-aggress the other team, you get kills, things like that, And it's good to roam with as well, have your supports leave the lane for a few minutes, roam mid, or, roam to another lane real quick to go for a kill. And I love tri-lanes, and I love seeing them work. I actually love seeing aggressive tri-lanes versus tri-lanes. So, like, the tri-lane scenario is always a lot of fun to watch, but we'll have to see if that does happen. Of course, they do have an offlaner in Bat Rider. They do have an offlaner in Bounty Hunter. So we have two offlaners right now. We have the makings of a tri-lane. Whether or not one will be aggressive or not, we'll have to wait and see. Reserve time being used up for right now for UT. They have to think about what they want to use in sort of that tri-lane, because that's all they're missing right now. Are they going to pick up that carry? They're going to pick up a stun, which is going to be Leshrac. I would be very surprised to see UPenn let something like a Chaos Knight get through here, because you get that setup stun, and we see, Chaos Knight and Leshrac used so very often together. Usually it's Sven nowadays, but of course Sven with that first ban out. And, we'll have to see what happens. First of all, I'd like to thank you for joining us here. It's December 1st, actually. So in 25 days, it'll be Christmas and my birthday. So I hope you guys are going to have a happy holidays. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas. I actually woke up today and to a little bit of snow on the ground, and that's a lot of fun for me. I really enjoy the snow. It's always been a lot of it's been nice to look out the window and just see white. I think it's very interesting to see that. Of course, the Winter Wonderland Dota map is actually. And there have been pictures on the RDota2 subreddit. You can check those out over there at reddit.com/RDota2. And that'll be very interesting. Once that comes around, it's a lot like the Halloween map. So the bans are coming out right now, realizing that Smoke and Toke does not have a mid laner right now. They are going to ban out the Queen of Pain. UT will do that. And of course, the Keeper of Light, like I said, the first ban there for the side of UPenn, as the lore shortly thereafter. Very strong ban there. I think that if you wanted to go for Ezler, you'd get up a Naga Siren as well. So, good stuff in that regard. Juggernaut will be the next ban for the side of UT. And UPenn has one more ban of their own. So, I'll be here with you guys pretty much for a long time today. We'll probably have some semblance of a break in between these games and the next best of 3 series. If I can find another game to cast, whether it's a best of 1 or if it's just sort of an amateur game, whatever it is, I'll try to find it. But there's a good chance that I won't be here from about, like, I guess it'll be 4 to 5 Eastern time to like 7, and then that's when the next game will start. But until then, we have a best of 3 series, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. One more ban here from the side of UPenn. And it's going to be a Luna ban. So banning out, I like that ban because Lucid Beam giving you that mini stun, allowing Leshrac to set up his positioning for the Split Earth. I definitely like that ban out, and I think Luna has been very strong as of recently. We'll have to see what they decide to follow up with here in terms of carries on the side of UT. Nake's ban out here from the side of UT as well. I like this ban specifically because he's been played a lot recently, and he's very strong. He's been something that sort of, if you have a Sven on the other team, Nake's is one of the carries that can sort of counter him. He's a very strong carry into the late game, and I talked with Roldo and he said, into the late game, if it's a Nyx versus a Sven, hard carry lineup, who really wins is the question, and the answer is it depends on the farm and it depends on how the game goes. So they're both very even in that regard. However, the previous game that I cast with him, there was a Sven versus a Nyx lineup, and the Sven did win, of course. I cast in many games, and as of recently, Sven just seems sort of unstoppable. So it's a good thing that this ban is coming out from the side of Penn, but they leave the Templar Assassin in the background. That's something that's just like, well, do we really want to have to play against that? Do we really have to want to fight against that? And I guess so, because they're picking up a Tidehunter right now. This is interesting. It looks like they will send Rubik mid because they've got Jakiro and Tidehunter and Bounty Hunter. Unless they send, like Tidehunter mid or Bounty Hunter mid, which I don't see happening. I think they're going to send Rubik mid at this point in time to have a tri-lane with Tidehunter and Jakiro. Or they could be going dual lanes and stuff and not give that Bounty Hunter solo experience. But we'll have to see. So, two more pickups on the side of UT, one more on the side of UPenn. What is it going to be? This is going to be part of their tri-lane. UT already knows that they need 2 more heroes for that tri-lane to be completed, and 1 support, 1 carry. And we'll have to see what they decide to pick up. Reserve time is being used right now, 57 seconds and counting for UT. This is very interesting. I'm surprised that they picked up Tidehunter when they already had a Rubik, just because you see Rubik so often used as a support Rubik. But it looks like he will be sent mid against the Templar Assassin, which isn't a terrible time for the Rubik, but it's very hard to take that refraction off. And a lot of reserve time being used for UT. 28 seconds right now. They're really thinking about what they want to get here. Definitely need another support. I'm not sure which one they'll pick up at this point. Maybe they'll get a jungler support. Something like an Enigma, maybe, and just go for semi-dual lane, semi-tri-lane, and have Enigma rotate in every once in a while. They're going to go with the DK, though, for their carry, so strong pickup there. That's going to be the carry pickup, and in Dragon form, once he hits level 16, he can be scary. And that quick level 16, that with the amount of farm that he can get, he could do a lot of damage. He's great at pushing towers as well, and in team fighting, of course, he does need that BKB, especially against a lineup like this, like with Rubik, with the Jakiro, with the Tidehunter especially. That'll be very important for him to try to get that BKB early on. What else he decides to go is I'm not sure as of yet. 2 more picks, 1 for each team. And UPenn, with their last pickup right now, they're thinking they do need 1 more carry. Bounty Hunter will not be able to carry this game alone. They do have 116 on reserve time, and they've got a lot of time. Maybe they go for something like a Faceless Void. I've seen that a lot lately. Other heroes that are available, of course, your standard Anti-Mage. What else? What else is available? There's a ton of carries available, that's for sure. Phantom Lancer, not that they would pick that, but maybe they go for a semi-carry, a strength hero. I've seen Night Stalker work well in a tri-lane, especially with this amount of slows and stuns and things of that nature. I mean, we'll have to see though. There's plenty of time left. They've got 44 seconds on reserve time. They're like, well, what do we do against this Dragon Knight? What do we do against this Leshrac right now? And honestly, I don't really know. I have no idea at this point. I'm just going to wait and see what they pick up here. And when they do, I'm sure it'll be in a tri-lane. Um, However, they could land this in a bunch of different ways. I'm not 100% sure myself. It's actually going to be the Naga Siren, a hero that's very strong in combination with a Tidehunter. Of course, that sleep, very, very annoying, especially still on that 60-second cooldown. Everyone thought there was going to be a nerf there, but there was not after TI2. The base damage nerf, though, is very frustrating. It's almost impossible to last hit without a Quelling Blade early on, but we'll see if UPenn can do so. So it looks like it'll be a Naga Siren, Tidehunter, Jakiro tri-lane with Rubik mid and Bounty Hunter in the off lane right now. With the last pickup on UT, they've only got 11 seconds of reserve time, so they've got to think of something here. They just need another support, either a 4 or a 5, and it'll be Alina. So this is I really like this lineup right now. They go for the stun with the Dragon Tail, whether in melee range or if he's in a dragon form. Have Leshrac hit up with the Split Earth, and it's two setup stuns. It's a stun and then 2 stuns that need to be required to have sort of a setup stun to follow up. You can hit those stuns without the setup stun, but it's a little bit more difficult, obviously. I really want to see if they want to make this an aggressive tri-lane. Anytime I cast a game, if I get to see an aggressive tri-lane, I'm just like thanking my lucky stars because it means early first blood, early harassment, early kills, and I love seeing that in a game of Dota. I don't like seeing these like 50-minute, passive farm games, which have sort of been as a, TI2 was really the epitome for that sort of playstyle, but with the nerf to the Aegis, with the nerf to some of the farming heroes, we don't see that too much anymore, which is great. I love that. Of course, with what's interesting to me out right now in UPenn, and I've talked with multiple people about this, is that Naga Siren is often used as a 1 role, when in actuality she should be more used as a 2 role. She does a lot of damage, but the thing is, she can't really output that much damage later on into the game, especially in comparison to a DK. I want to see how that works. That's a really cool helm, by the way. Once again, thank you for joining us here on Neo Dota. This is going to be the CDL, a best of 3 in the East quarterfinal bracket. We have University of Toronto TNPs versus the side of UPenn. On the side of UPenn, we're going to see Solaris on the Rubik. Wilco will be on that Naga Siren. Weirda on the Jakiro, the Twin-Headed Dragon. We're going to see Doctor of Heckling on the Tidehunter. And finally, heading mid or into the bottom lane right now, Asot will be on the Bounty Hunter. On the side of University of Toronto, we have CPM Styx will be on the Templar Assassin, LV on the Bat Rider heading bottom into a tri-lane. It'll be Drew Sika on the DK. We're going to see Kim on the Leshrac. And of course, we're going to see Yunji on the Lina. Looks like they do want to go for an aggressive tri-lane, but so does the side of UPenn. And that's very interesting. They're looking for a kill. They're not going to find anybody. I don't think Bat Rider will go too far out of his way here. He'd be caught out. There is going to be this ward on this pole camp. Not that it'll matter. With Bat Rider here, he's not going to be doing too much pulling on his own. And Rubik will be heading middle, so it'll be Solaris going for an early telekinesis instead of going for Fade Bolt first. Usually you like to wait and see what the opponent, where the opponent is. If you found him out over here, you could have put him on the high ground or similarly at the same bottom. But that's not going to happen. Meanwhile, TP actually doing the same thing as they did up top. They're warding these pole camps and the rune spots down here in this bottom jungle right now. Of course, you see this observer ward. It's very hard to find out. You can see that it will grant this denial of this camp right now to spawn, and that'll be frustrating. But of course, Asot's not going to want that. He's just going to want to sit in lane, try to get experience, of course, against this aggressive tri-lane. They're going to realize this very quickly. It's not going to be a non-aggressive tri-lane, or an easy tri-lane, I should say. The aggressive tri-lane is up top for UPenn right now, so LV does need to be very careful. He died very early on. He should be going for Firefly first. He won't be able to get a lot of farm. They're already trying to zone him out very effectively. Won't be able to get anything. So that'll be difficult for him. We might see a rotation coming in. University of Toronto might want to rotate up top. At this point right now, they're getting decent farm with the Dragonet. He's got 3 last hits, of course. So it'll be essentially who can get the most farm in each lane. And both of them getting Freebie has to sit way back in this lane. I think Asot will have a better time because he does have that Shadow Walk. And he is pretty close to the tower right now. We're going to get a pause real quick from the side of Wilco. We'll get back into the game in just a second. So I'm surprised that Yoonji and Kim, they're not ready to really rotate just yet. We have a keyboard malfunction here. Slam your keyboard, says Sticks. Somehow I don't think that would be an appropriate reaction to your keyboard not working, so maybe don't do that. Have you tried turning it off and on again? So right now, they could definitely get some early kills here onto LV, despite the fact that he could go Firefly. You just get a Gush into an Ice Path, or you start off with the Ensnare first, then you go for the Ice Path and the Gush, and that sort of damage to finish it all off, and LV would be in a lot of trouble. The question is, will that be enough damage to kill him before he's able to Firefly over the trees? The answer is probably yes, because against a Tri-Lane, even though LV has that mobility, it still will be very difficult for him. He's not going to be able to get any farm until they push this lane, which they will do so in about a second. But he's not going to be able to pull or anything like that. Of course, this camp has been warded up. You can see it hasn't spawned any creeps just yet. Middle lane right now, Styx getting a decent amount of last hits. It's 4 for 4, actually. Both Solaris and Styx are about even right now, so we'll have to see. Early on, those Styx should be able to get the advantage of Solaris, doing that Fade Bolt damage, being able to harass Solaris pretty effectively, but we'll have to check in pretty occasionally there. Bottom lane, Yunji's rotating back in. They do have this Sentry Ward, so they can go for a kill pretty quickly if Asot does decide to go into melee range. And that Dragon Tail does fly up. That is skilled first, so Asot does need to be careful. And Drew Sicka wants to get close, but Asot not going to give him the satisfaction of being able to get stunned, so we'll have to see what happens here. LV already trying to get some more last hits. He's got 7 somehow right now. 7 last hits for the Bat Rider, doing pretty well for himself despite not skilling anything. It looks like he hasn't gone anything just yet, which means he's got 3 levels of skills that he can go for. I'm not sure when he will go for them. He'll be in a little bit of trouble. Actually going to see Penn rotating back right now towards this tower. Nope, they actually pulled, so nice pull there coming in from you, Penn. This is going to allow LV to sort of contest this, actually. It's a little too late, though, unfortunately. Those creeps going down so quickly, unaware that that pull was actually happening. That's okay, though. He's still going to get some experience by even sitting pretty close to the tower range. Yunji, actually with the haste rune, might look to head mid right now. And he does need to hit the stun if he wants to get this kill, and this is going to be difficult. He is going to fly in, so Lars is going to be in a little bit of trouble. Right Trick Array, nice telekinesis, but he's taking right-click damage to Lars. He's in some trouble. He's trying to juke. The Light Trick Array might fly soon. There it goes. It gets the stun. That should be First Blood right now. Yunji will actually get that one, so nice job. Both of them very low, but First Blood is taken by University of Toronto. Excellent gank there with that haste rune. He was waiting. He was like, all right, I need to hit this. The jukes are coming, but he did get it, and that was the kill right there. So nice job by Yunji. And already LV's going to get zoned out a little bit. He's still getting a decent amount of farm here. He's got 9 last hits. Ice Path will fly in. He's in some trouble. He's using his Firefly to get away right now. He's going to Sticky Napalm as well. And there's a nice Flame Break as well. He's actually doing a little bit more damage than taking. He will salve up as well, and he'll be okay. So that's the power of the Bat Rider, using that Firefly, of course, using the Sticky Napalm. Slow your enemies, and do a little bit of damage to your enemies. So already University of Toronto playing pretty effectively right now. You see 17 last hits going for the Dragon Knight. You see 13 going for the Naga Siren. So they're ahead in that regard, and that's pretty good stuff. He's got 1,000 gold on him right now. I don't think he's missed too many last hits, honestly. He wants to go for a stun, maybe wants to dive, though. He's taking tower damage right now. They're going to use Edict. They want to take this tower down very quickly. I love this pickup here with the Leshrac, and this is why it's so effective. This tower is going to go down so quick. Another Edict, and they do have a glyph, but another Edict without a glyph will mean the certain death of this tower, and that's a big deal. Asot, and this is what I love about, going against a Bounty Hunter. Now the stun flies out, so does the Split Earth as well. He's in some trouble. He's going to have to Shadow Walk away. No kill going just yet, but very close, and they will take this tower. No glyph available, and if you just push the lane with a Bounty Hunter, he can't do much. He's got to sit behind the tower, but since that tower's gone now, he's going to have to be careful, because now they can wrap around here from the side. Going from the side here, of course, and he'll be, if they have the Sentry Ward anywhere near in this location, he'll be in some trouble. He's actually going to go in the jungle himself and maybe rotate out of the lane, but he's going to not be able to really find any kills, any experience. He's not level 6, he's actually only not even level 5 yet, so he's going to have some tough times there. We're going to see a rotation coming in from the side of the Tidehunter, almost going for a kill on Styx, but lane has been pulled back to the tower. And Templar Assassin with an Invis rune bottled up with the boots, of course, the boots of speed have finished up, and level 6 as well, traps are going onto the rune location, so Templar Assassin getting to the point where now it's getting a little dangerous, and ganks could be coming from Styx very shortly. In fact, you see him pop that Invis rune, and Solaris doesn't know what's happening right now, and you could see a meld initiation here from Styx any moment right now, and we see a rotation, a smoke rotation coming in from the side of Kim and, of course, Yunji as well, and they're going to see the Tidehunter, and they're going to go right onto the Solaris. There's going to be telekinesis onto Yunji. He's taking a bit of damage. Light Trigger will fly, will chain up as well. Nice chain there. Luna will go down, though. And Dr. Peckling looking to turn this around. He's getting Egypt damage. There's going to be an ensnare coming from Wilco. Styx wants to come as well. Nice Split Earth going to save his life. Styx going to be in some trouble with the Ice Path. A lot of TP rotations, but in the end, it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Lena going down as well as Solaris in the mid lane there. So, of course, the nice telekinesis from Solaris here onto this tower range.
Radiant's bottom
Tower
tower
pretty much getting a
is
kill,
under attack.
essentially. And nice job there. That does give Drusicka some time to farm, as well as ASAP, who desperately needs some room. He's actually level 6 in just one more creep kill, one more creep death. And Drusicka will back off. He doesn't have enough mana to do Dragon Tail. You can see he's got 2 into that Breath Fire. He's got 2 into one of the Dragon Blood, 1 of the Dragon Tail. He's got his treads already right now. We'll see what he's going to go for next. And he's going to engage in a right-click battle real quick with ASAP, but he'll be okay. And Solaris not with a whole lot. Doesn't have boots just yet. He's got a bottle, but that's about it. And Yuji's rotating in, looking for some farm right now. Boots on Lena. That's about it, though. Meanwhile, Styx, he's got a haste rune. Will pop it. He's actually going to head up to the top lane. And is there a lasso for LV? There should definitely be one, and there is. There's going to be another TP rotation as well. We actually see 3 up here. There's going to be a lasso. Wilco's in some trouble. Does he have a song? It doesn't look like it. He will go down. Where does the next target right now? There's a split earth, and that's going to be 2 kills on the side of TP, and they're going to go for this tower, at least do a little bit more tower damage. Of course, 420. Naga Siren only level 4, not even level 5 just yet, so no Song of the Siren available. They're looking to pressure these towers early on. And University of Toronto playing very strong already. They're going to get this tier 1 unless a glyph has popped out. Kim taking a bit of damage. And there's the tower, and the Batrider getting the last hit there. So that's 2 tier 1s in the span of 706. University of Toronto has a sizable lead right now for sure. 4-1 is the score. You see the experience going in about 2,000 for University of Toronto. Gold is 4,000, so already playing extremely effectively. Batrider very close to a Blink Dagger already. He just needs 10 more gold, so man, he's playing pretty good. Meanwhile, Drusicka with the Urn of Shadows and with the Power Treads. Urn of Shadows you don't really see too often in Dragon Knight, but still a nice choice there. And now they need to get the track kills here for the Bounty Hunter to try to catch up. Still no boots on him, no phase boots even, so he'll be a little far behind. He won't be able to catch up and really go for ganks as quickly. He does need those boots. We see pulls, I think, or attempted pulls happening. They only get 1, though, so unfortunate for that. Trying to pull into the mid lane, trying to get some farm. They want to get some last hits right now. They're going to be able to do so. 6, though. They want to deny as much farm to this mid lane as possible, but they missed the pull into that mid lane, unfortunately. It's very hard to do with these trees available. You need to cut down a path. Otherwise, actually, they're just stacking this up. Or no, this is only 1 stack, so I don't know what they're doing as of right now. I don't know if that was an attempted pull, or I don't know if they're just trying to stack that. And Wilco looking for some room to farm. He's not too far behind. He's got 28 last hits, but of course the 46 on Drusicka, a lot higher than everybody else. Meanwhile, actually, it looks like LV in for a bit of trouble, but he's going to blink right out as soon as he senses danger. And like I said, he was very close to that Blink Dagger, and he does get it. Saving his life, even.
Radiant's
Wards right next to each other here.
Attack.
Looks like they're going to want to go for a gank on Solaris, but he's staying very close to this tower. There's the blink, there's the lasso, and even though he's staying close to the tower, that's not going to save him. He's going to try to get out. Telekinesis will land onto LV, stunning him momentarily, but Styx is going to keep trying to chase. He's taking a bit of damage from the tower, though. No refraction just yet. There's the track gold. They are going to get the kill, but they do get the kill on Solaris. They traded the Templar Assassin for the Rubik right now. And meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we're actually going to see a kill going on the Naga Siren as well. I missed that while that was happening. Drusicka with the Elder Dragon form in poison mode. He wants to go for this tower, and they're doing a bit of damage to it as well. So already his tower at half health. With the track gold kill on CPM Styx, it's a good deal of money that's going to go the way of the Bounty Hunter, and he needs that. TP rotating bottom, Asot is here. He does have his boots available now. And Yunji and Drusicka will have to back off for the time being. Heading to the base is LV and Kim. So, Styx, what do you have on you? He's got phase boots, he's got his bottle. He's probably going to go for a Blink Dagger, I'd assume, next. But that's about a few thousand away. Heading middle right now, Drusicka still with the same stuff. He's got a 1,400 gold, though. Yunji, of course, being that ward person. Not a whole lot else on the side of you, Penn. They're a little far behind here. And that's what happens when you give something like a Batrider and Templar Assassin away. You see, Null Talisman is the choice for Rubik. He's got boots of speed as well, and that's just about it for him. Wilco, not too much farm either, so he's been shut down pretty well. 2-6 right now, and UPenn's in a bit of trouble. They need to get more farm. They're not doing well. And mid.
Ooh, thanks.
Mid is the next choice. It looks like they want this tier 1 tower. They've pressured the top tier 1, they've pressured the bottom tier 1, and the tier 2 even. And now this almost at half health here at this tier 1. But is there a Ravage available? No. There's Spell Steal and Ice Path. That's about it, though. There's not a whole lot of team fight they can do. They really cannot afford to really defend this. Edict will pop off. There might be a Glyph. Telki needs to sound to Drew Sicka. They want to try to take him down. He's taking some damage. Nice Light Strike Array and Splitter hit at the same time, but it's not doing nearly enough damage. They actually steal it, and Tidehunter will get the kill on Leshrac. So nice defense there. But CPM Sticks is going to try to meld away. He's trying to phase boots away as well, and they're not going to be able to catch him. Aeson might track him up, but not going to happen, it looks like. Still, though, we see LV here on the high ground looking for a Blink Lasso initiation. Leshrac might head back mid as well after that death. Wilco trying to get some room to farm right now.
Radiant's top
Can't
tower
look at that,
is under
though. We
attack.
might see an initiation very soon. I think they noticed that LV is here on the high ground. They're going to find out in just a second. Aesot is here around lurking, looking. Actually, maybe looking for him to farm right now.
Radiant's top tower
And
is under
Solaris
attack.
needs to be very careful. He could be initiated on in any second right now. I'm surprised LV hasn't gone in sooner. He does have his lasso. There's the initiation. It's going to go onto Solaris. The Firefly, the lasso. Nice Ice Path, though. Stopping Sticks, but the Light Strike Array. So much damage onto 2. Solaris will go down as well. The Batrider doing a lot of damage there. You saw the Light Strike Array. The Splitters both landing. It's too much damage. The Tier 1 tower is taken down. Lena getting that last hit. Ace not going to try to get away. Meld damage not doing too much, actually. So, University of Toronto in a commanding lead, 8-3. They've got 3 towers taken for them. The Tier 2 bottom is pretty low, actually, and Tier 2 top, well, that's low as well, but UPenn needs to find this room for Nagasauron to farm, and it's just not happening right now, unfortunately. 3,000 experience going in favor of University of Toronto, about 6,000 in gold, and they're going to look to Roshan. It looks like they're going to start on Roshan. There is vision here for the Radiant side, but I don't know if they can do much there. There's not really in the best position to sort of stop this from happening. This won't be the quickest Roshan in the world, but with the Sticks here, it should go pretty quickly with that meld damage, that armor reduction, of course. Looks like TP will actually back out here. They are going to counter warp real quick, but it doesn't matter. UPenn knows this is happening right now. They're going to try to fight this. Still no Ravage on the Tidehunter. They would need that to really try to initiate and try to fight into that, of course. Song of the Siren is level 7 right now. And CPM Sticks is actually soloing Roshan at this point. Now we're going to see a rotation back in. University of Toronto wants to keep this Roshan. And without Ravage, I don't think that there's any way UPenn can stop it. And even if they do know that it is going on. So this will be a free Aegis, and then we'll probably go for the side of Drew Sicka or for the side of Sticks. I'm not sure yet who's going to take it. Regardless, it's going to be a free Aegis, and that's what they want. This is 13 minutes in the game, and it's a
Roshan
Roshan.
has
Jeez.
fallen to the Dire.
Ridiculous.
Dire's
Armlet is
bottom
finished
tower
up
is
for the
under
Dragon
attack.
Knight, and that's pretty scary. And while 1,700 gold for the Templar Assassin, Blink Dagger is probably a next choice for him. I see a lot of Templar Assassins recently going for Medallion of Courage rather than Blink Dagger right off the bat as soon as you get your phase boots. Something that I enjoy. It does a lot of damage, plus the armor reduction is very nice. So against tankier heroes, which they don't have too many of, but if you like against Doctor, there's actually only got 4 armor, so it's not too much. He will TP out though mid. He is level 6 right now. They can afford a team fight, but the level advantage from the side of University of Toronto is pretty nice. You can see the levels here. Level 10 and 9 for the side of the Batrider and the Templar Assassin. DK's only at 8 right now, so they're not too far behind in levels. But in terms of gold and net worth, you can see that, oh my goodness, 2,800. Blink is going to go the way of LB trying to get out of there from the ensnare from Wilco. So nice reaction time there to get out of that ensnare as quickly as possible. Almost got caught. 63 last hits for the Dragon Knight, and he's still got room to farm right now down in that bottom lane. And that armlet is finished up. What will he go next is the question. Maybe something like a BKB. I would not be surprised to see that. UPenn wants to try to fight as 5 and try to force some sort of TPs here on this tower. They've got Ravage, they've got Song. Whether they use it or not is the question. Styx is trying to stay in here. Trying to push this back. TPs are rotating in now from the side of University of Toronto. So now UPenn will be, they'll have to back off. But Tier 2 tower in the bottom lane right now for Drew Sicka is the choice. They want to take this while it's going to be a 4v5 fight mid. So if UPenn can take a fight, if they can lose minimal casualties, and gain a few kills in the process, they'll be in a good position. But that's going to be tough to do. They don't want to fight into this. They're actually going to TP bottom. And Drew Sicka will have to actually back off. They want to deny this tower. There's the Dragon Tail, and they'll be able to get the kill. So nice Dragon Tail on Aesot, so he won't get the deny on the tower. And that forces CPM and his team to sort of just push into the Tier 2 tower here. Give them some time and say, okay, well, they've got him down there. Meanwhile, actually, rotation coming in from the Tidehunter, getting the kill on the Dragon Knight. But meanwhile, Solaris taking a bit of damage. There's going to be a Laguna Blade on Solaris. He's taking a lot of damage, trying to get back to that high ground, Trying to do something. He's trying to use his battle charges. He will go down, though. Telekinesis onto Styx, onto LV, but Styx is going to get the kill there. LV, though, in a bad position. There's going to be a nice ice pad. LV, nice Ravage. We'll get a few kills. We'll get one at least. Styx trying to get out of there. He's still got his refraction on. Meanwhile, Yunji on the backside taking a bit of damage. He's kind of squishy to ASOT. Now, but Dr. Heckling's in a bad position. He's going to go down, it looks like, but they want to get the kill. They will, in fact, get the kill on Yunji. Splitter's barely missing. So 2-for-1 trade there. In fact, 3-for-1 if you count the Dragon Knight kill that they got earlier. But now ISOT is in a bad trouble. He's going to Shadow Walk away, but it's not going to matter. Templar Assassin getting the kill.
I saw that.
Radiant's middle tower.
So 3-for-2 trade, and they're going to look to take this tier 2 tower. But Wilco can rotate back in. He's got no farm. He's only got 2,600 gold. He wants to buy something, obviously, but what is it going to be? Maybe a Radiance, but it's a little far away from that. This tier 2 tower looks like it will go down. Armlet being toggle right now for the Dragon Knight. They want this kill. There is no glyph right now, so it will go down. The deny, nice deny from Solaris. Nice timing there. That's a little bit of a win for them, and they needed that. 7,500 going in terms of gold on the side of UT. Almost about 8,000, maybe 9,000 even. Blink Dagger for Styx is the choice, and an extra 1,000 gold as well. Whether he goes Chrysalis or for a Desolator, we'll have to see. Blink Dagger and Force Staff finished up for the Bat Rider. That's huge. You can get in that Blink initiation and then Force Staff out once you have that lasso. Good deal. Drums will be the choice of the Leshrac. What about Drew Sika? Not too much on him. Heading bottom right now, ASOT and Solaris are here. Dragon Knight will back off, realizing that he'd be in a bad position if he kept going any further. Yunji just going for wards. He's got Arcanes of his own. ASOT with his Phase Boots finished up. We have Doctor of Heckling with Arcanes, Solaris with going with that Force F, I think I mentioned that earlier. Nothing on Weirda, and of course, where is Wilco? What are you doing, my friend? You've only got 2,700 gold, not too much in terms of items. He's looking for like one big item, I think, and right now it's taking a while to get there. With 2,700 gold, he will get some time to farm these creeps here in the mid lane, and that's what he needs. Of course, with no Quelling Blade, you can see his last hitting at level 8 is only 66 damage, so that's tough. But he's using the Riptide to get the kills on the creeps right now, and that's what he needs to do. So he's trying to catch up desperately. He needs to get something going, but it's just not happening right now. Bottom tower isn't being pressured by the lane that has pushed out. Of course, the siege creep doing a bit of damage to this tier 1, and if they can maybe rotate and try to get a tower kill there, they'd be in a better position to help Wilco get some farm and get some gold and get some items, which he desperately needs in order to stop this Dragon Knight from really carrying this game. Ogre Club is the choice for the DK, and so that'll be a BKB, and that's going to be frustrating, which means their window of opportunity for you, Penn, is sort of slipping away. Once that BKB is available, you can't Song Initiate as well. Of course, you can't really Ravage as well. And we'll have to see what happens. Diffusal Blade is the choice for Wilco, so that'll give him a bit of damage. That's going to be nice. That mana drain will be very important, so level 1 Diffusal Blade will fly out to Wilco right now. He's still tier 1 boots, and we'll have to see what he decides to go next. Missing a few last hits, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Ice Path onto LV. There's ASOT on the backside. They're going to miss everybody. Kim taking some damage here. There's Shuriken Toss going as well. Macro Power flying up as well. Here comes Drew Sika, though, and this is going to be a lot of damage. There's the Ravage. Drew Sika taking a lot of damage. Blaster's going to fly out as well. On Solaris, he's being pulled into tower range right now. There's the Gush for doing a blade as well. Dr. Heckling will go down, but Leshrac will as well. They want to get the kill on Drew Sika. He's so low. ASOT will get the kill, but now he's in some trouble. 2-for-2 trade, and here comes Wilco as well. Going to try to get another kill. Kim in some bad position, and right now, Penn's turning this around. No buybacks just yet from any team. Wilco, though, will Song away. They don't want to have to deal with Styx right now. Wilco needs to back off. And he should be okay. He doesn't have nearly enough mana to TP. Now he does. He's going to TP right now. And Styx can't stop this. But he's chasing after Solaris. Solaris in a bit of trouble. He's going to get slowed up. There's no tower here to help him. And he's going to try to TP out, but too much damage from Styx. So 3-for-2 or 3 trade. 3-for-3 trade, I want to say. But Wilco came in and helped get the kills that they needed. The Bounty Hunter getting the kill on the Dragon Knight. That's a huge, huge, huge fight they needed. Whether it was 3-for-3 to even trade, that was a huge fight for them. As you can see, the XP leveling out and even going the way of Penn just for a second. LV not with the lasso, just going to blink in and harass ASOT for the moment. 10,000 gold, though, going for University of Toronto. However, with track gold, that can swing very quickly, and we see that Drew Sika is not invulnerable. He's not invincible. He can be killed. We saw that in that last team fight, so we'll have to see what happens throughout the rest of this game. BKB going to be the choice for the Bounty Hunter as well. And Wilco did finish up the Diffusal Blade. What's next for him? I'm not sure. He almost has 1,000 gold, so he can buy boots. Yes, they will be treads, in fact, and that'll go to him, and that'll give him a little bit more damage as well, and he needs that. He'd use that Song of the Siren. It's a level 1 song, so it's going to be on cooldown for approximately 3 minutes, and it's still on cooldown for about 100 seconds, as you can see. And Penn, they're catching up a little bit. 9-13 is the score, but still, you see this gold lead, and it's just so much gold going in the favor of University of Toronto. They've got the late game in terms of Drusik. If they can get him some more farm, they're very close to getting him a Mithril Hammer and the BKB in general. Right now, we actually see the Mithril Hammer is actually flying out to Styx, so looks like it will be a Desolator for him or BKB. I'm not sure if he has a Mithril Hammer, so actually we'll have to wait and see what he decides to go for next. It could be a BKB, it could be a Mithril Hammer, another Mithril Hammer to make a Desolator, I should say. If it is a Desolator, that's going to be a lot of damage. That's going to be a lot of armor reduction for an already pretty squishy team here. Penn going to try to defend this tier 2 tower. Point of contestation. Drusik will pop that dragon form. There's going to be a blink in. Ice Path going to fly out. Going to miss, though, onto LV, who did force staff back. He missed his lasso just by a moment, and looks like they'll get pushed back, so they won't be able to take this tier 2 tower. Still pretty low. So the next aggression, well, should be able to kill it if they decide to go in again, but you see a TP coming down bottom. They want to go on a Wilco. Does not have his Song of the Siren. Drusik wants to go for a stun. There's going to be an ensnare, and Wilco is going to try to TP out. There's the lasso. Wilco is a dead man. He's got 26 seconds for his, doesn't matter, he's going to die regardless. LV's going to get the kill. So unfortunate there. I don't think you knew LV was there. If he had known LV was there, it's a nice ensnare for Drusik, but not enough to TP out, unfortunately. And Wilco going down is not what they want at this point. Their carry, their lead farmer, going down, only with a Diffuser Blade, only with treads right now, and that's troubling. Now, Penn wants to go mid right now. There's going to be some traps popped. Ice Path flying out as well. Not going to hit, though. Rather large Ice Path. You can see how big it is. Up on the high ground is Styx. Asot will find him and run right into him, and Asot's going to say, hey, there he is, and I'm going to track you up and back off. Wilco up in another 4 seconds. There is a Song of the Siren available if they want to try to initiate. Drusik now with the Mithril Hammer, very close to that BKB, only a few hundred gold away. And that's going to be... that'll be tough. He's got 118 last hits. Naga's caught up pretty consistently, but still pretty far behind in terms of net worth, as you can see here on this net worth chart. Yeah, 5,000 gold, and she's even behind the Templar Assassin and the Bat Rider, who had that mid lane and the off lane. And the farm for Dragon Knight's going pretty well for himself. The lasso's initiations have been great from LV. The 4 staff out as well, so hero level looking at it, Jakiro's down to level 7 right now. He's still pretty far behind. If he can catch up to level 9, he'd be in a good position, but you need a good fight to do that. Rotating his 5 is LV in the team, looking for perhaps Roshan. He's up again. Roshan will be up in just a moment. They're going to counter ward here. So Kim wants to get that counter ward going. Make sure that they have vision here on the Roshan pit, and the enemy team does not. I think Penn might know that this is happening, but there's not anything they can do to stop it. Asot's still up top right now. He's going to look for some farm. He's not the best to push out lanes, unfortunately. And it looks like Roshan will go down rather quickly this time around. Of course, with Styx here, and Dragon Knight, it's not even available. If they can get in here quickly enough, they can maybe contest this. They have to go now. And they're going to go now. Roshan very low. They're going to ping it out, and TP wants to fight this. LV going to initiate on Wilco. They're going to back up. Dragon Knight form is popped. Wilco in some trouble. He's got his Naga ult. He will pop it. And this is going to put them in prime position, waiting for this Ravage. There's no BKB just yet. And there's going to be the Ravage. It's not like you're actually going to hit 2 to stop the just for a few seconds too early. Templar Assassin will go down immediately. Drusik, though, getting a kill on the Tidehunter, and Bat Rider going down as well. Buyback coming in from the Bat Rider, however. There's a massacre right now. Wilco going down as well. Solar's taking a lot of damage. Here's Drusik coming back in, looking for another kill. Laguna Blade going down. They want the kill on Yuji. They want the kill on Yuji. Will he get the kill on Yuji? Asot in some trouble right now. He needs one more right click, and he's going to get it, but he's going to Shadow Walk away. Still in tower range. Triple kill for the Bounty Hunter. Triple kill for this time around. For the Dragon Knight, I think it was. Yep. And now they'll be able to take the Roshan. So 3 for 4 with a few buybacks in between. I believe Drusik did go down, and no, actually he didn't. I thought he did go down and he bought back, but Bat Rider did go down and he did buy back. And that's a huge buyback right now for them. They will take this Roshan, though, and it will go on the DK, and he's so stuffed. He's so tough to kill. He's just so tanky. You can see he's got a ton of armor, first and foremost. That's a pretty big deal. And he's actually got enough for a BKB right now, so that's going to fly out to him in just a moment. As the Warriors actually just gave a TP scroll to LV. So DK will take the Immortality, the Aegis, of course. Aegis, if you want to call it. And BKB's finished for him. He's going to head back home. And now, I mean, University of Toronto is in a prime position to take this game. And that was a good team fight from the side of University of Penn, but it just wasn't enough. The gold's still hovering around about 10,000 gold, but it's just not. It's too much. It's way too much. And Wilco's still not with a whole lot. 95 last hits, only 838 gold in the bank. Nothing on the courier except 4 wards for the side of the Tidehunter. No blink dagger for him. They canceled the Song of the Siren too early. If they just let it go for the full duration and didn't cancel it, they would have gotten it. Meanwhile, though, we do actually see a lasso on Solar. They're going to get that kill. That's going to make it easier for them to push up into the tier 3. Or tier 2 top, actually, is going to be the next choice for them. So you can see that Drusik is actually pushing this lane out himself. BKB is finished, plus an extra 2,000 gold in the bank. He's looking pretty strong. I want to see what he's going to go next. Let's see. Maybe something like a Mjolnir, an Assault Cuirass, a Daedalus, something like that. Of course, the crit splash damage is so nice. Tower will go down right now. And maybe they're thinking about going into the tier 3. I'm not sure if they'll be able to defend it. Ravage is not available. I don't know if Song is either. Song is available. Ravage actually is available too. Okay, so they're both available. Drusik does have that BKB. They're going to try to take this tier 3. If they take this tier 3, and even the Rax, if they take a fight for it, then they've got this game won. But they're going to back off, realizing that fighting into that would be a death wish. Drusik will TP to the bottom lane right now. No towers have been taken for the side of University of Penn. And that's unfortunate. They're pretty low too. They're all about half health right now, as you can see. And Drusik, he's got 3,000 gold. He's so close to getting his next item, whatever that is. Now chasing his Penn. They want more kills right now. CPM sticks on the back foot. Nice little trap there. Split Earth going to maybe miss. Ken trying to go for it. It's going to land, and that's going to stop Aesop from trying to chase. And LV may be looking for another initiation. His lasso is in fact up. He's level 15. They're going to head bottom, it looks like, or head on the high ground or something. But now fighting as 5 as UPenn, they realize they have to get something going. Realize that they need some more. They need something. Kim going to get ensnared up on the high ground. He's in some trouble right now. There's a Split Earth. BKB is going to get popped from Aesop. Stolen by Solaris is the Split Earth. Kim will go down. There's going to be a dust pop as well, so Aesop is dusted up. Not that it matters. LV going to get telekinesis as well. They need more kills like this, and they're doing a good job of it. CPM Sticks now. There's going to be a Light Strike Array on 3, but Sticks will in fact go down. 3 for nothing trade, and the TPs came in too late, and this is going to give them room to farm, and Solaris is actually going to pause the game real quick. So a nice fight for them. We're going to check the ping real quick as well. I want to see what that happens to be. Everything looks to be okay. Yeah, Solar says good. Alright, we're ready to go. So, nice kills there. They don't get the Dragon Knight, but they get 3 heroes, including 2 heroes that are very fed. The Bat Rider, of course, and the Templar Assassin. That's going to give them some track gold as well. BKB was finished up on that Bounty Hunter, and now Wilco's like, alright, we can maybe think about doing this. Get some farm. He's got 2,700 gold on him. He can buy another item relatively soon. And now, oh no, telekinesis on Yuji. He's in some trouble. He's going to get Split Earth as well. There's going to be the ensnare. And he's going to go down as well. So 4 for 1 trade and maybe a tier 2. Taking a bit of damage here. TPs will be coming in pretty soon, I think. And there's 2 heroes up right now. They can still fight this. They're waiting for the creep wave. Are they going to back off? If they get this tower, they'll definitely be in good position. So the first 2 towers of the game, if they can get them, very low right now. Maelstrom is the pickup for the DK. Maybe Mjolnir soon after. In fact, might be. It's actually going to drop the urn so they can get room for Maelstrom. So the tower does go down. Rubik gets the last hit, and now they need to back off, though. So excellent job. Blink Dagger purchased up for the Tidehunter. That gives them the farm they need. 17 to 19. They're actually almost tied in terms of kills. And University of Toronto, they're looking really good here in the early game. And even though they've got a DK who can carry this in the late game, I mean, when he's not there, you can't fight. And they got caught out. Kim being the first one to be initiated on. It just wasn't good. So Solaris here. He's actually got his 4 stat finished up. He's got Treads. He's got a Magic Wand. He's actually got a decent amount of farm. The Blink Dagger is on the Tidehunter. That's a big deal. Aesop with that BKB and 2,000 gold in the bank. Wilco, what are you getting is the question. He's got a Diffusal. He's got 30,000 gold. He's buying a Magic Wand immediately, but he's got 3,000 gold in the bank. Nothing just yet. Soon, though. Soon, he will buy that next item. And that's very important. Chat, you're very quiet today. Please talk. Hello, how are you? How are you, Will? I mean, it's like... It's a few of you in chat right now. At least say something about this game. It's pretty interesting, I think. Thanks for joining us here on Neo Dota. Once again, I'm Maut. You can follow me at twitter.com/MautDota2. Should be right in the chat there even, so. But,
Dire's top tower is under
Drusik looking to maybe do a little bit of damage right now to this tier 1 tower. So is 6. They want to keep sieging this, even though they just lost a team fight. Blink out Sticks. He doesn't want to get initiated on. He actually will be the BKB, not the Desolator, so. Templar Assassin with the BKB, and it's going to be tough. They're going to have to get a song on the right time. They can't have the BKBs pop before that. Otherwise, that'll be difficult to initiate into. They're going to want to siege this tower, and they can probably do so if they pop their BKB soon. It'll be tough to initiate on. Drew Sicka with the Aegis, and you realize he doesn't have a lot of time. There's the telekinesis, there's the ensnare. BKB's going to pop right now. Drew Sicka taking a lot of damage. The Aegis is going to go down. Nice job there to get that Aegis pick off. LV looking. There's going to be a Song of the Siren. They want to make sure Drew Sicka doesn't pop that BKB. They're going to want to stop this initiation. There's going to be the Ravage, only hitting on 1 or 2. The Sticks, and Drew Sicka pop their BKB. There's a Laguna Blade. Naga Siren going down. Going to buy back immediately. Too much damage from Sticks, too much damage from Drew Sicka, too much damage. There's going to be no trade just yet. Actually, 2 going down, 3 going down on the side of Penn, and there's going to be an ensnare on Drew Sicka. Just too much, Penn. They're getting outplayed. Buybacks are happening left and right. They might not be able to take this tier 3, though. Tidehunter will go down, but everybody bought back right now. Dust's going to fly, realizing they don't want to have to deal with Aesop, and here comes Wilco. They might actually turn around and try to get him, but that would be a little bit of a bait. So they don't take the tier 3, but they win a huge team fight. As you can see, it's 24-18. I don't think they lost anybody there. The score right now for the series is 0-0 at this point in time. This is the best of 3 series, by the way. And Penn, they've been playing behind all game, looking for a kill on LV. He's going to blink away, though, and he's going to TP out, realizing he's in a bad position. He'll be just fine. Bottom lane getting pressured. Wilco's going to try to get some farm, buying back. So, unfortunately, he's going to be down some of that gold that he had earlier. He's at 3,000 gold right now. He's at 2,400-ish. Doctor of Heckling he died. I don't believe he bought back. They did get that Aegis pop so early on, but immediately after, just counter initiation came in from the side of University of Toronto. It was so good. The BKBs were popped, even though the Naga Siren ult was used. The Ravage just wasn't quick enough, unfortunately. BKBs were slightly a bit quicker. Mithril Hammer for the Bounty Hunter. Looks like he'll be going for Desolator next. Needs to get a little bit more damage. He's actually in some trouble. He's going to run into Kim, who's going to smoke gank. He's going to pop Dust as well. And Aesop now in a bit of trouble. He's going to pop BKB. Split Earth doesn't even matter. And Aesop will actually be able to get out alive. So smoke gank not going to accomplish anything for University of Toronto. Making them waste a BKB charge is the Bounty Hunter. So that's a little unfortunate right now. It's actually a 7-second duration from there on out. So you see LV looking on the high ground, maybe looking for this creep camp to see if he can find anybody. No wards up here for the high ground just yet. He's going to blink in, maybe look for more. Might initiate. He sticks is here. Aesop looking for initiation. Aesop's in some trouble right now. Meld onto a creep though. Aesop, a little damage. The Firefly didn't go out as well. He's in some trouble, but he's going to Shadow Walk away right now. He's in some trouble trying to shoot that out, and he'll be okay. So another initiation. Another initiation. And it doesn't go well for them. So they're not getting the kills. They haven't gotten the tier 3. They haven't gotten the racks. Their farm isn't necessarily stagnating. As you can see, 179 last hits for the Dragon Knight, who's actually pretty close to a Mjolnir if he wants one. 1,400 in terms of net worth, but you see Bounty Hunter and Wilco caught up. They're passing that Bat Rider right now. Sticks still slightly ahead of them, but if they can catch up to the Dragon Knight, which will be a tough task, they'll be in a good position. But this DK is getting very farmed, and his next Roshan, which actually in about 2 minutes, they'll be able to take another fight here with that Aegis on the Dragon Knight. It's so hard to deal with that, of course. Tower top is going to be taken here for the side of Penn. That's going to give him some more farm. 3,500 gold on the Naga Siren. Buyback available in 149. Might keep saving. There's a nice ward there up on the river here, but they need wards in the jungle right now. As you can see, there is one here on the Uber Cliff. One giving vision to both, actually, for both teams. So now farming the jungle is CPM and the University of Toronto. They're trying to get some more gold here. Cloak will be on the Lena. That's a pretty big deal, as well as the drums. Maybe going for a Pipe of Insight. Not sure. I don't think we've seen a mech on anybody here just yet, surprisingly. Actually, mech is finished up on Weirdo. That's a very important item. I don't know if they have that. I don't believe they have that on the side of the University of Toronto. That's a huge item. Smoke gank now from the side of UPenn. They want to find something. Will they is the question. There's a few heroes truing across the map right now. Styx might be the first to be called out. There's 3 heading mid right now. Even LV might be in some trouble. They're going straight down mid. They want to go straight for this kill, trying to avoid the creeps as they go along. They haven't been shown just yet. Aesop's still in Shadow Walk form. And Styx will be the choice, it looks like, in LV now. It's going to be a BKB pop. They want to turn this into a fight. They popped the BKB, and now I think smart play by University of Toronto to back off and say, okay, the rest of them are there. I think they have a Sensual. They might have caught a few of them out over here on the low ground in the river right now. And they're definitely going to do it right now if they walk through this. I believe they might catch them out. Well, they know Wilco's there now. And Roshan just spawning. University of Penn checking it out. They're not in the Roshan pit, up on the high ground. Oh boy. And now UPenn staying around this Roche pit. There's going to be a ward popped up for you, Penn. They might want to try to counter ward here. Do they have any sentries is the question. It doesn't look like it. He's going to buy them, and they're going to fly out to him right now. We do see Styx rotating in. I do think they had vision of that. He's going to try to take this Roshan. He's got a Gem of True Sight as well, by the way. That's very important for you, Penn. This might be a bait, too. Up on the high ground is LV, Drew Sika, and everybody else. They're going to try to maybe defend this. Roshan is getting pulled out of the pit right now. Meld for Styx right now. So the bait not working just yet. Asot, who is invisible, but he'd have to walk into the pit, which is Sentry Ward is right there, and of course Styx with that Gem of True Sight. So if Asot even goes near that pit, he's dead. There's Sentry Wards everywhere right now. Asot going to get caught out immediately if he walks in. UPenn walking in as well. And Styx will walk out as well right now. There's going to be a Song of the Siren. They're not in the pit right now. Asot's actually, they're going to catch up LV, but he's going to blink onto the high ground, or maybe going to go for a lasso. Lasso onto Asot right now. Going to try to take him down. Styx taking a bit of damage, as well as Drew Sika. BKB's popped everywhere. Ravage Gun not going to go out right now, and that's unfortunate. Ice Path, nice Ice Path to catch out one, maybe even two. Penn going to pop up in their mech and trying to get out of the weirdos. The next casualty, I think he might go down. Styx is going to blink in there. Meld damage as well. Split Earth flying. And yes, the Laguna Blade will finish that off. So nice bait. 2 for nothing, and they're going to take the Roshan right now. So they couldn't fight around that. The BKBs are too much. The Mjolnir is finished up, by the way, for the DKs. Level 19, looking at the levels real quick. Yeah, 19, 17. They're pretty far ahead in terms of experience levels, things of that nature.
Thanks.
Roshan won't that go down. Drew Sika picking up this Cheese as well. Remember, Roshan was taken out at 13 minutes in the game, so Cheese already going to the side of the Templar Assassin. It looks like, no? Who did it go for? Kim? Somebody took it. I don't know who took it. It might have been Drew Sika. There's the Cheese. Oh, it's on Styx, right? They traded to Styx. Okay. Next goal, maybe tier 3. They have the Aegis. They've got a ton of damage for Drew Sika. Ton of items. Lena's got a Chrysalis, by the way. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, alright. Drew Sika. Tidon are actually getting a solo kill right now. They're initiating without Drew Sika. They're going to look to fight another team fight. Styx is in some trouble. They're actually going to catch out Leshrac as well. BKB pop for Asot. LB trying to get away. Nice Shuriken toss to stun him for a second. Styx in some trouble. He's got Cheese. He can cheese when he wants to. Not using it just yet. There's going to be a lasso onto LB. Asot's in some trouble. Now we see Solaris going to actually use telekinesis onto Styx. Meld up onto him. Track there. There's the Cheese damage. Might not be enough though. Macro power going on as well. Styx will go down. They'll get Styx. LV trying to get out of there. He's trying to get out. Ice Path barely going to hit. He will go down. Buyback coming in from Lena right now. And Templar Assassin as well. But the Gem of True Sight on the ground. They're going to take it. They're going to pick it up. Naga Siren picking it up this time around. 4,500 gold for Wilco. And that's a big fight for them though. They did let Drew Sika farm some more on the top lane. He's level 20. He's got 3,700 gold in the bank. He's got plenty of gold to buy back. He's got his armlet. He's got the Mjolnir, and he'll buy another item pretty soon. Whether that's a Chrysalis or a Daedalus, we have a little time to see that. Another pause coming out from UPenn here. Looks like a little bit of lag. So, good stuff. And Desolator purchased up for the Bounty Hunter. That's going to be a big item. They need that armor reduction, especially against that Dragon Knight. Ping! 276 for Yunji, actually. That's not good. Once again, thank you very much for joining us here today on Neo Dota. We've got a ton of best of 3, or 2 best of 3s, I should say. A ton of games for Dota. The next best of 3 series will start at 7 p.m. Eastern. However, this is the first game of this best of 3 between UPenn and, of course, Toronto. And the East quarterfinals bracket. I'm Maut. How are you guys doing? Good, I hope. So the Bounty Hunter right now, with that Desolator, that's going to provide him a little bit of leverage here and later on into the game. Net worth, they have eclipsed the Templar Assassin, who is stagnated at about 8,000. However, the Dragon Knight with 17,000 net worth is a little bit scary. He has an Aegis. If they can fight and either make him waste the Aegis or just waste time until that Aegis expires and they can get a kill on him, and they might be in some good position, but he'll buy back immediately, especially if there's a fight at their doorstep. Wilco needs more farm. If Wilco can pick up another big item, he'd be in a good position. He does have the defusals. He got 4,600 gold. I want to see what his next item is. It's not going to be a Radiance. It's too late for that. I'm not really sure. He needs another right-click item. It might be a Manta style. It might be a Yash or something like that. We'll have to see. Could be a Heart of Trash, just make him a little bit more tanky. He already has the defusal, so that right-click's going okay for him. Bottom lane being pressured by Solaris. They want this tower glitch is popped. Huge army here. Solaris is actually going to blink away with his own blink dagger. And this tower should be in deny range right now, so it looks like it will be denied. These illusions trying to do work on it should get denied here in just a moment. In fact, will do so right now. That will give them a little bit more gold. Not as much as they'd like, but that denial does give them a little bit of gold. Drusicka starting to stack and farm these Ancients. And man, he's farming. He's got a lot of money. He's got a lot of money. 4,400 gold for the Dragon Knight. Meanwhile, they're actually going to go through mid right now. Looks like Chrysalis is going to be the next choice, so Daedalus very close to finishing that up. Needs about 1,300 more gold to finish up the entire Daedalus, and then that'll be a lot of damage and pretty much good night for you, Penn. There'll be not enough that they can do to stop him, especially with an Aegis on him. Aesop trying to find some more farm at about 1,250 gold. He's got enough for a buyback, and that's about it. Do you have a Gem of True Sight on them? I don't think so. Blade of Alacrity, the next choice for the Templar Assassin, so it looks like it'll be a Yasha. No gem just yet. Heading mid is Penn, with Asad up in the top jungle. We won't actually find where Drusicka is. He's going to maybe track him. Does do so. So they get vision of Drusicka. Maybe they want to go for a gank on him. He does have that Aegis, so even if they make him waste the Aegis, his team will be on whoever tries to take him down in a second. That'll be a bad idea. So they won't go for a gank there. And 18,000 gold in terms of net worth. He's got the Chrysalis in the stash. He'll have a Demon Edge in short order. Wilco. Looks like it will be a Manta style. The Ultimate Orb is finished. Or it could be Lincoln's, or it could be Scotty, but I doubt that. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Manta. I've been wrong before, though. I've been known to be wrong. Let's observe reward covering this bottom part of the jungle, and realizing that this is happening, we might see Smoke Gang coming in on the side of LV and his friends. Smoke on nobody, though, so it looks like they're just going to head down there, despite the fact that there are wards here on the Radiant side. This one is about to run out, though. About 10 seconds, it will do so. And Radiant's very close, or excuse me, not Radiant's, Daedalus is very close to the finish for the Dragon Knight. Wilco, 3,700 gold, wants to buy another item. Ultimate Orb, what are you going to buy, Wilco? I want to know. Tell me, please, now. Tell me, what are you going to buy? And Penn, they've got the Smoke of Deceit. Maybe they're going to go find, try to find a kill. Circle's coming in from Leshrac saying that, hey, you might be in some trouble if you head down there. They might be going for a smoke gank. As they can see, they're not on the map. They don't have any vision of except for this one trap right here, which is a nice trap, by the way. It'll provide them vision if they walk through this area. Not if they're smoked up, obviously. And now the Naga Siren trying to get farm with the illusions, doing a decent job of it. Naga, what are you buying, Wilco? 4,000 gold in the bank, nothing involved just yet. Has plenty for a Yasha, has plenty for the Manta style even, I think. He's going to head back to the base right now and buy it, or maybe not. Gem of True Sight is going to be on the ground here. They're not going to use it. It looks like they're just going to hang on to it.
Haste.
Looks like Hood of Defiance will be the next choice for Tidehunter. They want that Pipe of Insight. It'll be a while, though, for that. They do need the headdress and the recipe, so he's not too terribly far away from it, but still, it'll take some time. Naga's still trying to farm. The lane's pretty evenly. Using Riptide to do so, getting some last hits in the meantime. Bounty Hunter at 12,000 net worth right now. And DK is only down to 16,000, actually. Chrysalis is coming to him as soon as he sells something. There's the Daedalus, and the net worth just skyrockets there to back to 19,000. So that's a lot of damage for a Dragon Knight, especially in Dragon form. And they're going to probably try to pressure mid. The Aegis actually wearing out. And Smoke Gank is the name of the game. There's going to be a DD rune. Who's going to pick it up, though, is the question. Actually, they're going to leave it. They're going to leave the DD rune. What? That could have been huge. There's the song Initiation. They're going to catch Drusik out, but he's got a BKB. Ravage will fly next. Ice Path going to fly immediately, and he's going to BKB right out of it. Wow, okay. So he just BKBs right out of the Ice Path as soon as the song is gone. They're going to try to initiate onto this. Weird is going to go down immediately. Asok going to get Laguna Blade. And Nagasiren getting a kill. I'm not sure Bounty Hunter buying back, but Wilco's in some trouble right now. Looks like it was a Lincoln Sphere. It's not going to matter. He's going to go down. He's going to die. He can buy back, but Styx going to try to initiate on Dr. Heckley. He's going to go down as well. So triple kill, double kill for CPM Styx. But they have 3 dead, 4 dead even, but 2 buying back. Solaris is going to get out of there as quickly as possible. We'll do so, but not a good initiation for them. And I don't think there's any way they can really win a fight anymore. They really relied around that Ravage, around that initiation with the Nagasiren, and it just didn't work well enough, unfortunately. And Perseverance plus the Ultimate Orb doesn't mean that Lincoln Sphere, but even with that, that's probably not going to really stop much, honestly. They're going to try to defend this. Styx and Drusika are here. The only hero they're missing right now is the Leshrac. Meanwhile, the Tidehunter's gone on the side of Penn, but they're not even going to try to take this as of yet. They're actually going to TP back, surprisingly. It's 44 minutes in the game. You have like a level 25, almost level 25 Dragon Knights, level 22, I should say, and you're not going to keep initiating. I mean, you're doing a ton of damage. Yes, you don't have the Aegis, but still. You're like 9, 2, and 11. He's got 285 last hits. Jesus. Just kill somebody. Of course, they didn't get that DD rune. Not that I think that would have changed the fight at all. And it does get picked up by CPM Styx. So Yasha up on him. Casual Yasha, not surprisingly. Wilco with the Lincoln Sphere coming to him. But still, that's it's not a lot of damage. And they need damage, and they're not getting it. They did get the Leshrac kill. Yeah, he died pretty quickly, but it's just too much. It's just too much. And Asot trying to get some farm as well, but he went down immediately as well. CPM Styx. Looking for some more farm, we'll find it. Illusions in the top lane, going to get some farm for the Nagasiren, and safely farm from the base. Lincoln Sphere is perched up. Not a whole lot of other items though, besides that Diffuse Blade with only 3 charges on it, by the way. And University of Toronto probably needs to be playing a little bit more aggressively. They've got the lead, they've got Drusika almost maxing out essentially. All he needs is another item, and even Boots of Travel, and then another item after that. So he's fast. He's killing things very quickly. They're going to push up the lanes for them. Actually, that's what they're trying to do right now. They're going to try to push up the lanes, go for some kills. They're actually pinging out middle right now, maybe heading down to the mid lane, going for a kill. Aegis is available in another minute. This will be the 4th Roshan. Smoke from the side of University of Toronto. They're going to find out Asot, maybe. I don't know if they have a Gem of True Sight. We'll have to see. It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. I don't think so. No. Why is Lena going for a Daedalus? I don't understand. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's totally fine. Of course, this will be an illusion rune, so they won't get caught out by this, but University of Toronto looking for something. They're not going to find anything right now as of this point. Actually, Penn's in a very bad position. Styx is going to find Weirda right now. Weirda and Solaris trying to get back. They need a split earth. They need something. There's a trap right there. They're going to pop it. They're not going to chase, though. TP is coming. They're actually heading back up to the top lane here. They don't want this tier 2 tower going down. Or, excuse me, bottom lane. And, yep. Once again, this is CDL. This is game 1 of the best of 3 series between Penn and Toronto. Toronto, of course, not tagged up. Penn, they are. As you can see, their names have Penn on them. So I'm Maut. Thank you for joining me. If you'd like to follow us, please follow the Twitch channel for NeoDota, neodota.com, the YouTube channel of NeoDota, youtube.com/NeoDota2. Follow me on my Twitter, which is up here, blah, blah, blah. And University of Toronto, once again, standing around the Roshan pit. That's their next choice of action. Illusion going to see that Styx is, in fact, going in there right now, but they find only one with that Illusion. Templar Assassin with 2,000 gold in the bank. Who has got the most current gold? 4,000 gold for the DK. He's got plenty to farm, plenty for a buyback. So even if they make a mistake here, he's still in a good position. BKB is still somehow only a 7-second duration here, unless he bought a new one, which I don't think he did. It means he'd have to put the other one on the ground because you can't sell it anymore. So Roshan wants to be the next one, next initiation. Grouping up for Penn. They need to try to find something, and it's just, they're not, it's been tough for them. 23,000 net worth for the Dragon Knight, 12,000. So almost eclipsing double the Nagasiren right now, so Not maybe the best pickups here. They've won a few team fights early on, but since that, they've lost like 3 or 4 team fights in a row. And Styx will try to solo Roshan at this point. Another cheese is up on the Roshan, so that's going to go to somebody. I imagine probably the Templar Assassin. Aegis will go to the Dragon Knight. Actually, they're pinging up the Roshan pit. They're trying to beat this out as best as possible. That's an illusion coming in from the Nagasar, and we'll catch everybody out up here in the ancient stack right now. Penn is right around the Roshan pit, but I mean, this can go down so quickly that even if they go in there and try to contest it, Drusilla will probably have it taken care of in like a matter of moments, and then they'll just put the Aegis on him, and they'll fight into whatever they have going the way of Penn, including like ults, things of that nature. A turtle type game is being played here for the side of Penn, and they're trying to get some farm desperately, and it's just not working. 2,800 gold on Nagasar. I just don't know why they're not doing any initiations here from the side of University of Toronto, whether push down straight mid or just get the Aegis. They've got plenty of damage here, they've got plenty of survivability. They don't need to worry about, I mean, level 20 on the Bounty Hunter, yeah, I mean, it's kind of scary, but at the same time, your Dragon Knight, it's pretty tanky and he's almost invulnerable at this point with that BKB, with the Mule, and with the deals. There's a ton of damage, more HP regen, the strength as well. The active strength, I should say. And it's getting a little 50-minute game of Farm Festy, and not a huge fan of that. So, University of Toronto, they're hanging around. They're not doing a whole lot, but wasting time, essentially. They're trying to get all their items finished up. They have a Daedalus on Lina. This is really stupid, in my opinion. I don't know. They were talking about having a carry Lina early on in the game, but I just don't know why. Just finish the game. It's 23 to 30. Yeah, the score is pretty close, but in terms of gold and things of that nature, it's really not. I haven't checked the graphs in forever, but yeah, it's 20,000 in experience. It's 12,000 in gold. Gold hasn't actually gone that much in favor of University of Toronto ever since they got down to 10,000 in about 12 minutes into the game. But I just don't know why they're not taking Roshan in a more quick fashion. And it's getting interesting because of it. It's like they're allowing them to come back into this game. I mean, they've got a long ways away, obviously, as you can see by the net worth chart, but still, they could just go into Roshan and take it forcibly. There's nothing that really can stop them at this point, so I don't know what they're doing. It's 50 minutes into the game. And there he goes. You see how fast he's taken? It's approximately like 15 seconds. Is that hard? No, it wasn't. Styx will pick up the Aegis. Someone has the cheese. Looks like Drusilla has the cheese. That might be a little bit of a mistake, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. They're trying to push out the lanes as much as possible, but these illusions are keeping them pushed out for the sign of the Nagasaran. And all it's do is just prolonging their death, essentially. Nagasaran trying to farm the top lane right now. He's got 4,000 gold. Still not a whole lot of items. He's been saving for buyback a lot of the time. I mean, that's fine, but every time he does go down and he buys back immediately, and there's nothing they can do. They're waiting for that inevitable tier 3 push, which is happening right now. They have the Aegis, they have the cheese, and if this doesn't go right for University of Toronto, then I don't know what does, because they've got everything they need. Super's pretty low. If this does go down, this would be maybe creeps in the mid lane, and that's a bad deal. 2-3 tower does go down. Brax is the next site. Then there's going to be initiation. There's the Ravage. BKB was top for 6. There's going to be a blink in from LB right now. Trying to get some more damage. Drusilla taking a lot of damage. He's dealing a lot of damage as well, though. You can see the crits are just so much. Aesop looks like he will go down. There's the stun on Dr. Heckling. There's the Nagasar, and all it doesn't matter. Drusilla is BKB'd up, not anymore, though. Nice Ice Path. So 1 for 2 trade. Bounty Hunter buying back. And Styx looking for more. Wilco taking a bit of damage. There's going to be the trap as well. Wilco in some trouble. There's going to be the ensnare. Drusilla, he's in some trouble. He's still got his cheese, though, so he needs to pop that cheese. He's actually going to go down before he can pop the cheese. Unfortunately, he's going to buy back, but now LB's in some trouble. Wilco will go down. Just have a buyback available. Styx is going to try to do a lot of the damage here. Penn in some trouble they need. Weirder to get out of there. Weirder does go down. Styx now going to get tracked up. 3 heroes gone. Dragon Knight buying back immediately. He bought Boots of Travels just to get in there. Trying to end this. Here comes Wilco as well. Drusilla now in some trouble. Aegis is popped for Styx, though. He's going to be back up in just a second. This fight is very prolonged. Here comes Solaris as well. Drusilla popping the cheese. Wilco trying to take him down. Wilco in some trouble. There's going to be the Dragon Tail not going to hit because of the Lincoln Sphere. Weirda in some trouble. There's the ensnare. They want to take this rack. They've been fighting for so long. Drusilla now in some trouble. No, not going to get the kill. There's the Dragon Breath as well. There's the Diffusal Blade. Are going to get the kill on Drusilla? Yes, they do. Styx is in major amounts of trouble. He'll take the racks, but he'll back up. He might go down for this. It's 43 health, 182. Now he's going to go down. The meld is not going to save his life. That's a team wipe. albeit buybacks going left, right, and center.
That's right.
Jesus. And that's what they were waiting for. They took down the melee racks, but they wasted the cheese, they wasted the Aegis, they wasted a buyback. He bought Boots of Travel for that. He's down for 73 seconds. He became so big that honestly now they could try to go for racks, but not with Templar Assassin available and the rest of the team. The only thing they're missing right now is going to be that Dragon Knight, but likewise, the Bounty Hunter's gone on the side of UPenn. And Wilco and company looking for more. He's got 3,300 in the bank. He can't buy back. He needs to spend this money. The buyback is not available for another 3 minutes and 38 seconds. They want this tower. There's a glyph available. Might be able to take it. Here comes the TP coming from Styx. There's going to be a Light Striker right hitting on two. Wilco's in some trouble. The illusion's going to go down. They won't be able to pressure this. LV's here looking for a last. We're going to fight it on Solaris. Styx taking a bit of damage, and that's a nice Song of the Siren to save Solaris' life. Remember, it's only on 60-second cooldown. They're going to have to back off, though. 33 seconds for the DK. They're going to try to get the traps going. Solaris in some trouble. He'll force staff away. Wilco, though, now in some trouble. Splitter flying out as well. Ice Path Weirdo's in some trouble. Wilco might go down as well. Wilco going to ensnare. Wants to kill and Kim before. There's going to be a Ravage, though. Nice Ravage, and Kim should go certainly down. Styx in some trouble. LV with the BKB as well. And there's going to be a Laguna Blade. Tidehunter going down. Buybacks now for the side of Leshrac. He will buy back. Wilco's in some trouble. He doesn't have a buyback, and that's going to be it. He's down for 83 seconds. Bounty Hunter trying to get some farm down here in this bottom lane. But they get the kill on August Round where they weren't able to get the kill on the Tier 3 or the racks. And Drew Sicka now up, and they're going to look to keep pressuring. So the team fights all over the place. And 25,000 in terms of experience, now sort of curving upwards, just barely. 12,000 in terms of gold, same thing as that, curving upwards, but not too much. LV and CPM and Kim and Yunji and everybody here trying to maybe make a go at this racks right now. There's going to be initiation, wants the kill on Yunji, but Yezo T, oh no, you're going to get lassoed, and that's going to be it, I think. 85 seconds, and for him, I don't think he can buy back either. He's got no money for it. He had a Vlad's. And they're going to try to pressure the Tier 3 top, and there's nothing they can really do. Naga Siren's down for 35 seconds. This should be a free set of racks as well as the Tier 3, and even if they can want to push in and take the range racks mid, and that should be GG at that point. So, hard-fought game. It was tough for Drew Sick at the end, but now he's got a Reaver, he's got the Mjolnir, he's got the Boots of Travel, he's got everything he wants. He's level 25, he's maxed out, and this should be GG here in just a second. We'll go next. So, GG is called in a 55-minute game, in which I thought University of Toronto had it the entire way. And finally, they had to press into a very tough wall on the side of University of Penn, but they were able to get it done. We'll go into the next game in just a minute. So thanks for joining us, guys. We'll be right back.
Radiant's bottom barracks